Hey, what's up, folks? Rick Brown from The Ledger here with my man
Brady Fredericksen.
And we just covered the Tampa Bay Bucs' second preseason loss against the Miami Dolphins. Brady, what was your impressions of the Bucs this time?
The guys who kind of, not the whole team matters, but the guys who really mattered didn't look as bad as last week.
Okay.
So the starters, your starting defense, your starting offense, they were more productive. It didn't look quite as yippy and out of sorts as last week. That's a good thing to take away. But the reserves, the guys who you also need, did not look very good.
Indeed. I don't think you can start this conversation without talking about Gerald McCoy. I mean, for the second week in a row, even though this is just preseason, he dominated out there. He seemed like the best player, not only on the field defensively. Am I pushing it and saying in the league? I mean, I might be pushing it a little bit, but has he looked good?
Well, yeah, he has looked good. And the thing is he doesn't even, he's the kind of guy who's good enough to where he doesn't need to come out here and play a quarter in the preseason. He's the Adrian Peterson, Calvin Johnson, sit in the whole preseason and just unleash him week one. But he definitely has been productive at the same time. You kind of want to see what the rest of your team looks like around your best player. Mm-hmm. So from that, I mean, you know what it's like with Gerald McCoy, but the guys around him haven't quite done what they need to do. The Michael Johnsons, the Adrian Claibornes, your defensive line. So, you'd hope they'd play better off of him and be a little more productive, but you can't argue how good he's been.
Michael Johnson did recover a fumble that was stripped by McCoy. The offense did better this week. They scored a touchdown for the first time this preseason. The running game was okay in spurts. I don't think McCown was running for his life as much as he was last week. So the Patrick Omameh at right guard seemed to solidify the line a little bit. I still think they have some things to work on. Wow, live TV. It's crazy. Things just flying out everywhere. I think they have some things to work on. On a sad note, or a downer, a lot of injuries today. Including one to Polk County running back Mike James.
Yeah, shoulder injury. He did not return to the game. It sounded like from Lovey's press conference that none of the injuries were serious, though he didn't elaborate on anything. So, and James is a guy who, with Charles Sims' injury, kind of was helped out a lot by that and kind of helped solidify him a roster spot. So for him to come out and, fumble today on top of getting hurt, I mean, obviously not a good night for him.
And it's against the team that he hurt himself last year,
right.
The Miami Dolphins, here in this very stadium. Special teams, the only thing I could think of is Eric Page did not return punts or kicks tonight.
And that might have been just more of them trying to see what a Bobby Rainey, what a Solomon Patton has on that, at that side. Because obviously, Page has been returning kicks since last year, so they kind of know what they've got with him. But you want to see what those other guys can do in a game situation.
I don't think any receivers. Mike Evans.
Well, Mike Evans did have had his rookie moment. It looked like, on first glance, catch, bounces off the defender, goes in, touchdown. Then you hear he fumbles the ball when he gets to the goal line. You think, Deshaun Jackson, throw it down. No, it was poked out, but it was poked out through the end zone, which, personally, it sounds like a dumb rule to me that they give the ball to the defense, but that's just me.
It's a touchback.
But yeah, touchback loses the ball, so...
Rookie moment, he'll learn. He carried the ball in the wrong hand. He had it going down the left sidelines. He had it in his right hand.
Middle of the field.
Right there to him. Popped out. Happens. But he made a couple of catches. His first catches of the preseason.
First start, too.
First start, flashes. That's what they expect of him. This time, next time, really, high and tight.
He'll be carrying the football around tomorrow.
I'm sure he will, most definitely. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I mean, the depth guys, like I said earlier, those backups, specifically the secondary, which was already down two bodies, with Mike Jenkins and Altron Burner out, did not look great. Matt Moore looked like Matt Manning. But it's preseason, and those guys are going to come back. And so, a lot of guys you see in preseason who struggle late in a game like this, they're not going to be
on
a roster, or they're definitely not going to be playing very much once the season comes. So,
And I think that's it for us, guys. I'll update you tomorrow with the injuries, injury report to see if it's real serious or not. But for Rick Brown,
Brady Fredericksen
from the Ledger, we're out.
Later, guys.
Peace.